we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live at Big John's Closeouts where they hammer high prices on this Thursday. Again, I would tell you, because I experienced it firsthand, if you are coming through Johnson City on Interstate 26, you'll be backed up. So I got to experience that myself today. So anyway, we're here. Thanks for being with us. We are, again, loaded for bear. Lots to talk about. Big news in college football. I'll tell you about that coming right out of the right after the national anthem. And so this is a good thing. Mike's got this here on the table. I love this. Count your blessings. Is that not cool? That is very cool, and it's very true. Count your blessings. Count them one by one. Count your many blessings, what the Lord has done. That's the song, the old gospel hymn. But anyway, we're here again at show number 2,363. The leaves are coming down. They got leaf blowers. They got weed eaters. They got chainsaws from steel. We're going to showcase those coming up here in a few minutes. Also, it's interesting. It's kind of sad, I think, but he wants to showcase winter weather coming in. Some things got to do for the wintertime. And so don't really want to think about winter, but it's a-coming. Monday's the first day of fall, so if you think the meter ain't running, it's running. We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15, audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show live again here at Big John's Closeout. So here's the new rule, college football. They changed it. It's going to be great for the coaches, not so good for the players. But here it is. They passed it yesterday. They will eliminate the spring transfer portal window. So you had a two-window system before. Now you're down to one. That'll be good for the coaches. They can do better getting their rosters and recruiting. And hello, Junior. Hello to Helen Blevins. How you doing, lady? And so allowing players to submit their names in the portal over 30 days across the winter and spring. Changes go into effect this season. The date's to be determined next month, but they are going to cut it down to one transfer portal. So what's that mean for the coaches? Well, the coaches will benefit from this, absolutely. So how it will work, the mechanics of the portal remain the same for undergraduates. Players just have a smaller window with which to make the decision to stay or go. So up to this point, they could either do it in August. You had transfer windows in August and also in May. And now, under the initial proposal of the new system, should be early January, although they've not nailed the date down yet. But that's how it's going to go. So, again, the winner of this is the coaching, no question. The change to college football's transfer window portal will help the coaches. So put players in a tough spot, but the coaches will benefit from it. They got a better idea of what their roster is going to be. Is that the steel man right there? No, that is the who? Hardware man, that's right. I'm learning them. The hardware man is in here making his stop. We're here again at Big John's Closeouts. We're going to talk to Mike coming up here in a second. So a shift to a single window in January would be a welcome change to most coaches. That way you had them in August and you had them again in May swapping out. And so now you don't. The player's going to lose on this, of course, but that's okay. They get enough anyway. I mean, they're getting name, image, and likeness. They get a chance to transfer when they want to. So, this is going to tighten things up, I would think. So that's the way I'm looking at it anyway. So it's given the lack of a spring window, don't be surprised if you see players submit their names in the portal just in case to create an option during the spring semester. So, but I think they're going to kind of nip that in the bud by doing this early in the calendar year, like we're talking January or February. So anyway, it's a moving target, but they are going to, and they've decided to make it a one transfer portal. So restricting transfer in the spring is really a shot in the arm for most teams in terms of managing the roster, because again, if you were allowed to do it in May, you would go through spring practice and go, I don't want to play this guy anymore. I don't want to play these guys. I'm not getting enough playing time. I'm just going to leave. Well, you can't do that now. You get one shot. It's going to be right after Christmas. Early January or February will be the new time. They've not nailed it down yet, but that's what they're coming up with, and so I think it's a good thing. So college football, again, transfer portal just got much shorter. So they're going to go down to one. They're going to eliminate the spring, moving away from the previous two-window system, allowing players to submit their names in the portal over 30 days across the winter and the spring. Changes are going to affect this season. The precise are the dates to be determined. So it's interesting they've come out with this, but they're not totally coming out with it, if you know what I'm saying, because they are going to make the change. They just haven't decided when they're going to make the change as far as the date. But anyway, that's the very latest. That's what's going on in college football. We're here live at Big John's Closehouse where we hammer high prices. Tomorrow morning, Carter County Tour of Schools. We're going to be at Happy Valley Elementary.
It's the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Andrea DeMoss and yours truly this Friday morning from Happy Valley Elementary. Principal Brooke Tolley and her great teachers showcasing great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary. It all starts at 9 o'clock this Friday morning. Join us audio and video as we showcase great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary with the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live again at Big John's Closeouts where we hammer high prices. Again, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you lose one of your guys from back in the day. D.D. Lewis, a standout linebacker and a key member of the Dallas Cowboys' famed Doomsday Defense, died earlier this week at 79 years old. Cowboys confirmed D.D. Lewis's death on Wednesday. First-team All-Southeastern Conference performer Mississippi State, named the Defensive Player of the Year back in '67, his senior season. And so even Bear Bryant called him the best linebacker in the country. D.D. Lewis went on to play and have a great career at the Cowboys. We lose him at the age of 79. Again, over the weekend. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball real quick. Again, Coach Diaz is here. Talk a little Elizabethton sports. The Chicago Cubs are going back to the postseason for the first time since 2018. First postseason berth since 2020, and their first in a full 162-game season since 2018. So, they're in now with the Brewers and the Phillies. Brewers will soon clinch the Central title. The Phillies have already clinched the East, and the Dodgers are, they're battling out with the Padres. But, again, one of those two teams will be ready to go for the divisional win and then the wild card. The Cubbies are 5 games up on the Padres for the wild card spot. So while none of this is official yet, pretty good idea what the postseason will look like for the National League. You got the Brewers and the Phillies, and the Dodgers and the Padres and the Cubs are probably going to be the guys. The New York Mets currently set in the third wild card spot with the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Giants, and the Reds. Kind of sorted there, but for all intents and purposes, the Brewers, the Cubs, the Dodgers, and the Phillies are pretty well locked in, which is going to be some great baseball. And so that's what's going on there in Major League Baseball. Let's see, Gavin Williams. Pitch by pitch, foul ball by foul ball. The battle between Gavin Williams and Riley Green the first inning continued. So the Guardians win it last night. Detroit, again, stumbling right now. The Guardians continue to play excellent baseball. And so with that, the win by Cleveland gives him a deficit to win the Central by 4.5 games. Closest the Guardians have been to the division-leading Tigers since May 25th when they fell to 5 games. My point is the Guardians are there. They're on the hunt. The win ensured that Cleveland kept pace with the Red Sox and the Mariners for that wild card spot. So that's where we're going with that from last night. So you've got Detroit and now Cleveland in the hunt. Let's take a look at it. The wild card. Right now it's the Yankees, Seattle, and Boston in the American League. Cleveland 2.5 out. Texas 4.5 out. And final game of the regular season is next Sunday. The Cubs, the Mets, and the Padres are in the National League right now. Cubs again punched their ticket last night. They're in regardless. So it's the Padres and the Mets. Arizona 1.5 back, and the Reds and the Giants are 2 games back. So that's what we've got going on in the wild card race. So, again, the Cubs are in. The Phillies are in. The Dodgers are in. And for all intents and purposes, Brewers, Cubs, Dodgers, and Phillies are pretty much in for the playoffs in the National League. Who's playing where today? It's a travel day in the Bigs. We got, 5-6-day games. Toronto at Tampa Bay, Cleveland at Detroit, San Diego in New York to battle the Mets, Red Sox hosting Athletics in Fenway, Seattle at Kansas City, and Miami. Coach Diaz's team are in Colorado. I'd say get you a pretty good seat at Colorado to see the Rockies and the Marlins today at 3:10. If we want to fly out there and catch a game, I'd say tickets are probably not that hard to find, given the fact that these two teams aren't doing well this season. Tonight under the lights, the Yankees at Baltimore, the Cubs in Cincinnati. Hunter Green on the mound for Cincinnati. The Angels will be in Milwaukee, and a big series starts tonight. Wrapping up the series, I should say. Starting the series will be the Giants and the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. So, looking for this weekend's games, check this out. The Cubs in Cincinnati. Atlanta will be in Detroit this weekend. Philadelphia will be in Arizona. That's a big, big matchup right there. Arizona's trying to get the wild card spot. The Phillies are in. The Dodgers hosting the Giants. Tonight, or tomorrow night, it'll be Robbie Ray and Clayton Kershaw. It's a great matchup tomorrow night. Tonight, it's Yamamoto on the mound for the. That's your weekend games coming up in Major League Baseball. But again, it's the Cubs are in, even without Kyle Tucker, who continues to be treated for the injuries, not getting much, not playing much. Hello, Steve Shipley down in Middle Tennessee. How you doing, sir? Hello, Debbie Price. How you doing, lady? That's a new name. Hello, George Young. Thank you. We had a pretty good run. Facebook told us over the last 35 days had 128,000 views. So thank you to you all out there watching the ball games and the shows and whatever. So here we go. Count your blessings. There you go. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll get him lined up. We've got my man's in the house, Mike Barnett, and Coach Diaz is here. Talk a little Cyclone sports. We'll be right back after this from our good friends at Big John's Closeouts with a hammer high price. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal. Buy local and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. He should. He's the owner of the Sid establishment, our buddy Mike Barnett. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How's Tom?
I'm doing great.
All right, good deal.
Yeah, we're ready to go. We got football tonight, the Liberty Bell and the T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones. Liberty Bell 3-1. The Cyclones are 5-0. It's going to be a good one. 5:15 airtime. Old Joseph Taylor's going to help me. You know old Joseph?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I know
He's a
Joe
dandy.
Taylor. That's a good thing then. That ought to be an interesting broadcast.
Yeah,
don't
it
you
will,
think?
it will be an interesting broadcast. Yes.
It's untelling what we'll learn.
That's exactly right. Joseph comes with
right.
a
That's right.
plethora of information at times. So we've got steel. It's here, folks. The leaves are falling. It's dry out there. Leaves are starting to fall probably a little earlier than normal because it's so dry, which means leaf blowers, chainsaws, time to be talking about them. So we've got them in here behind us. So Steel's
yeah,
got some promotions, don't they?
Well, yeah, Steel's got some promotions going on. They always do things in the fall of the year, and they start with, around September, to October range, and they run it all the way through December, most time through the end of the year on a lot of these promotions. Of course, there's going to be gas, a lot of battery items and stuff, and I brought 3 of them up here that we can sort of go over a little bit. One of them we'll talk about is this BGA 60 blower. Now, this BGA 60 blower, it's very lightweight.
Oh, yes.
Without the battery, it's about 5 pounds as far as that goes. The velocity out the nozzle as it goes out is about 154 miles per hour. So it's got enough power to get these leaves, especially if they're dry and not tremendously wet. They'll get them off your driveway and sidewalks, patio, decks, whatever you need. Right now, that is a $299.99 retail, but while it's on sale, you also get a free AK-30 battery. It comes with one. An AK-30 is their larger battery. You've got an AK-10, AK-20, and an AK-30. AK-30 is your longer lasting, heavier battery to go in these units. You also get a free one when you purchase this between now and, of course, the end of the year.
So if you came in and bought that, what would that cost you?
$171.99.
So
So say you're getting $171.99 value with that blower.
Wow.
And like I say, runs a lot quieter. You don't have all the emissions. You don't have all the noise. It locks right in. It's very easy. You've got a lock right there to hold it in place for storage. Then you've got it locked in right there to go ahead and, put it to good use as far as that goes.
Oh, yes.
Also,
I got one.
pretty much the same thing on the MSA, and I'm going to take this off and don't cut your hand now, Tom. Your MSA 70C battery operated chainsaw, just a wonderful chainsaw to be used, for the homeowner, cleanup, stuff of that nature. That unit right there is a $399.99 unit. That is the regular retail. It also comes with an AK-30 battery, but you will also get another free AK-30 battery when you purchase the chainsaw. So, if you're out there working, you have about a 45-minute run time on these chainsaws with that AK-30. You're out there, you're trimming a lot of limbs up, you've had storm damage, whatever you've got. Then you can go and get your other AK-30 that you've got on the charger already ready to go. Put the one you've been using on the charger, and you can just keep going on and on and on as long as you keep oil in your unit and everything else. Keep your chain sharpened. You ought to be sawing through pretty good sized limbs with quite a bit of ease.
Pop the battery in, pop it out, and away you go. I bought this one earlier in the summer. Love it. This thing will, I'm telling you, this thing will tear up Jack.
I just used mine this past weekend. I've still got a lot of Helene damage down with some big trees and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
Hey there, how you doing? And trying to get all that stuff going.
It'll tear up Jack. It'll do good. I'm telling you.
It does real well.
It'll
does
cut
real
through
well.
some
I
wood.
had and we do sharpen chains and stuff. I don't know if a lot of people know, but we sharpen chains and stuff. I bought mine in and got Matt, who's our resident chainsaw sharpener on the chains to sharpen my chain on my battery powered, and it just zipped right through the logs and stuff I was working on, so it worked well. But it's not just battery, and there's more battery stuff that they're going to be promoting through the end of the year, but they're also going to do their gas stuff. Their MS-250 chainsaw is going to be on sale. But, you know, we're thinking about leaves, and we're looking at, you know, if you're interested in, you know, getting a regular gas unit, one that you can fire up and take off with, the BG56 is going to be on sale. It'll be $219.99, which is $20 off the regular retail as far as that goes. That has about 159 mile per hour velocity out there on, you know, the ground, about 412 at the nozzle. So, you know, you've got a lot of power with this unit. You can do a lot of, you know, leaf blowing right around the house if you're looking more and feel more comfortable with a battery unit. Of course, we have the oil, the mixes. You know, people are going to be doing a lot of wood cutting and sawing for winter, because this is pretty much the last weekend of summer, so we're going to start seeing the temperatures doing a little bit of changing and stuff of that nature. Bar oil, mix, replacement chains, replacement bars, you know, just whatever you need. Pretty much Big John's is going to have it. We do repair work. We have an on-site mechanic. So if you get your chainsaw out and it's a little bit sluggish and it doesn't seem to be working right, maybe needs a tune-up, maybe needs a fuel filter, spark plugs, whatever, bring it in. Right now, I think our mechanic is pretty well caught up. He's waiting on some parts from Steel for some units he's got broke down, but we can get you in a reasonable amount of time and get you repaired and back up and running.
There you go. Hours are open?
We're here from 7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday, closed on Sunday for the Lord's Day.
So if you buy a battery-powered Steel, you get a $171 battery for free. That, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but that's a pretty good deal. It's a real good deal. Because as he said, because I've got these, and I can tell you firsthand, he's not paying me. I'm just telling you, I've got them. I was very skeptical. I'll just tell you, when I used to have a gas weed trimmer. You had to mix the gas, and sometimes it wouldn't start. And then when it did start, it'd be enough smoke to here in Roanoke, it'd kill every mosquito in 100 miles because it was smoking. And then it would spit and sputter. And then we'd have to come back and take the spark plug out and clean it and all that garbage. So he said, won't you try a battery pack? Okay. So the weed eater, yes. Chainsaw, yes. Leaf blower, yes. And hedge trimmer, yes. I got all four of them. And as he said, you pop the old battery out, put it on the charger, put the new one in, keep right on trucking. It's continuous. So, and again, as he said, for a limited time, you get a $171 battery for free. So you get two batteries with any power thing, battery powered, you get from Steel, which is made in America. So, and it's a Big John's closeout. So there you go. We talked about the hours. How do we find you on social media?
Well, you can go to BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also send requests to experts with an S at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. We're still doing a lot of cabinet measurements and cabinet deliveries and ordering cabinets. If you have cabinet questions, you can send that to cabinets with an S at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. And they can always reach me if they have a concern or a question or something that they would need some information about, or something that we can help them with. They can send it to Mike, M-I-K-E, at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. They can call us at 423-542-4755, and hopefully if we're not all tied up, we'll get to the phone. If not, leave a message and we'll get back to you.
There you go. See you in a little while.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
Coach Diaz with us from Elizabethton High School next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Loyal, buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. You know, it goes to support the payroll. And of course, local taxes, as far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, what you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local. Support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabethton with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Big John's Closeouts.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15, audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. He's a busy man because next weekend, don't look for him next weekend.
Please don't.
It's homecoming, so that just says it all. It's going to be, and it's going to be great, homecoming, but it's busy behind the scenes getting ready for homecoming. So this week we thought we better catch him while we can, and here he is, Coach Diaz. Love working this youngster. He's a good guy, and so another busy week here in the fall of Cyclone Sports, isn't there?
Yeah. We've had a busy week, and then next week's going to be even crazier. So it's me and Nick have been getting after it, trying to anyway. So here we are.
It's hard to believe that after Friday night we'll be halfway through the football season. I mean, you wait all spring, you go through dead week, come back for fall practice and scrimmages, season starts, and after tomorrow night we're going to be halfway through 2025 football, which to me is just crazy, but it is what it is, and we're down to, if you really want to find out something's crazy, you'll love this, because I know you're a big Christmas guy, so let me show you how close we are to Christmas. People say, no, because I keep it on my phone. Why? Because I guess I don't have a life, so here you go.
97 days.
97 days to Christmas Eve.
Well,
so
I've got 4 kids, so I guess that should be important to me.
You better start, and a wife to boot.
Yeah.
A good lady. Hello, Lee Foley. Hello to Teresa Stout. Hello to Rusty Harrison. Hello to Vista Clark. Hello to Coach Shipley down in Middle Tennessee. Thanks for watching. We're live here at Big John's Closeout. So, big game volleyball tonight. It's senior night. Tell us about that.
Yes, we got senior night against Johnson County tonight. Hopefully the girls can keep it rolling. They've looked really good this week. Monday with a good win against Daniel Boone, and then obviously Tuesday a big win against the Green Devils. So they'll go tonight, and we'll be celebrating Ansley tonight. She's our lone senior, and so all those that can come out and support her, and that would be great.
Soccer, what's going on with soccer right now?
Soccer has got a little bit of a lull as far as games. I think they've got one scheduled for next week, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. Well, they've got the in-school match. I do know that, and I believe there's one other one before then as well. But they've been doing well. They played in the tournament over at Providence, finished second in it, and that was last weekend. So, Coach Myers got the girls ready, and hopefully the next 2 weeks they can stay on top of it and going into postseason play.
Cross country and golf, what's going on there?
Yeah, cross country is going to be traveling to Kentucky this weekend, so they'll want to run a race up there, sending several kids up there to run. And then golf next week, Zach's been getting ready, Coach Andrew's been getting ready for the district tournament, which we will be hosting at Elizabethton Golf Course on Tuesday, I believe is the date on that.
That's good stuff. And then, did I get them all? Golf.
Yeah, that was two.
Golf.
Yeah, golf. We've talked about golf, talked about volleyball, talked about soccer, talked about football.
Cross country?
And cross country we've talked about, yeah. So
Got them all covered.
yeah. But yeah, so next week though it's going to be a crazy week. So we got a lot planned for that week too.
When does the official start date for the basketball and the wrestling and all that? It's in November, isn't it?
Yeah. They're of course they're working out now and things. They can do a little bit of training stuff. They do have some restrictions as far as practices go, so they pretty much go all year as far as that goes with that type of workouts and stuff. But then they'll really be hammering it down in late October, early November was when they really start to be able to coach them a little bit more in detail and everything without the restrictions. So I know they're excited.
So we've come back with 4 home games. We got number 2 coming up next Friday night, Northview. Then we come back with Sullivan East, and we have,
Is it Seymour?
Seymour.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sullivan East and Seymour back to back. So you look at it this way. On the front end, we've been on the road a lot, but on the back end, the second half of the season, out of the 5 games remaining, 3 of those will be at the bank. So that's a good way to look at it. So it'll be Cherokee tomorrow night down there. Then we'll come home for Northview, go back on the road for Granger, come back home for Easton Seymour, and then wrap things up down in Greenville on the 30th, which will not be a Friday night. It'll be a Thursday night. Friday night's Halloween, so I think they made a smart move to put the football game on Thursday and not on Halloween. So
yeah, that's according to TSSAA. Just to give you a heads up, there could be a switch on that. It may go to Friday. I think that the coaches are working on that, so we'll see what happens. It's hard to take coaches out of
routine.
Sure. They hate it. That's kind of what we're tomorrow we'll be out of routine because the students are out tomorrow. We've got parent teacher day at school, so that always makes a coach very nervous is when you're out of routine and it's a game day and your kids aren't getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning. They might be able to sleep in, but I have found Coach Wynn will have them in there pretty early to get them up and going.
The second consecutive week we'll be playing an undefeated team. Volunteer last week, we know what we did down there, 31-21. We'll come to Cherokee. We are playing them for I got this right here. I knew you were coming. I want to make sure we're playing them for the 14th time. We lead the series 11-2, and we beat them 5 times in a row. So that means absolutely nothing tomorrow night when we kick it off at 7:30. But for us broadcasters, it sounds cool. We like to talk it up. It's good chit-chat for broadcasters, but you played it. You coached it. When you get out there tomorrow night and flip the lights on, that doesn't mean a thing. You got to go play football.
Everybody's 0-0.
That's everybody's 0-0. That's it.
We're talking to a coach here, so.
Yep. So Major League Baseball, I want to get your take. Cubs are in. The Phillies are in. The Brewers are going to be in, obviously, and more than likely the Dodgers are going to be in the National League. So it's a wide open race right now in the American League in terms of who's going to be in. Although Toronto looks good, Detroit looks good. Houston and Seattle, that's a dogfight. They're going to play each other starting tomorrow night down in Houston for the weekend. That's going to be a huge series. So
what a season that Raleigh's having, man. Golly, he's crushing it.
He is crushing it. Cal Raleigh. So I'm going to put you on the spot. If I said, Coach Diaz, who are the 2 teams you feel like will be in the World Series on September the 18th, who would you think?
I definitely would say on the National League side, I feel like it's going to be the Brewers. Maybe this is their year. I think they've been most consistent all year. But it's hard to mark, when you got the Dodgers and all the money they've spent on their talent, it's hard to keep teams out, not to think about those teams. And on the American League side, in my opinion, probably a little bit more open. But can I say I'm pulling for Seattle a little bit? I was a Griffey fan when I was growing up. So
absolutely, pull for them.
Maybe I'll pull for them a little bit. And
they're having a heck of a
year. Throw some
year.
emotion in there, and when you got to do like the Raleigh guy, man, it's you're tough to beat.
Absolutely, you're tough to beat. So that's who you're taking. You're taking Seattle and the Brewers in the World Series.
Teams that don't really make appearances there a whole lot, so that'd be fun.
Which you can't go wrong with either one of those. So the other teams will probably take exception to that, but that's okay. That's what you think, and so that's all right. but it's going to be a great postseason. Know that final game of the regular season is next Sunday, and then we crank it up, and get going to the playoffs, which is hard to believe. So
I know what team won't be there.
the Marlins.
The Marlins. Yeah.
So they've had a tough year, haven't they?
Probably a good year for them. I mean, they're about 8 games under 500. So if they can get around 500, I'd been tickled pink.
Tickled pink. You want to talk about Tennessee, Georgia?
Heartbreaker. I was actually on the baseball field, coaching one of my son's teams, and so I was kind of keeping up with it a little bit on my phone, like checking scores, and felt good the whole time. And I still feel good about the season and where they're at and what they've done. But that's just when you get a chance to beat those guys, you want to get it, and we didn't. And but that's okay. I think those are 2 playoff top teams. So hopefully we don't stub our toe on somebody we shouldn't, and win the ones we need to. I think we have room to lose one more and still maybe have a shot to get in the playoffs.
I think Alabama Birmingham will be the sacrificial lamb this weekend.
Yeah, they might have to wear one.
They will take one for the team.
Yeah.
When Florida State beat Alabama the next week, Alabama beat Louisiana Monroe. What was it, 76-0, 73-0? So I'm thinking that may be where you're going to see on Saturday. They're going to take it out on them, and it is what it is. They're getting paid okay. They're going back to Birmingham with a check for $1.6 million to buy some helmets. And if I walked in and wrote you a check for $1.6 million for the Elizabethton Athletic Department, would that make you happy?
That'd make me extremely happy.
Absolutely.
Extremely happy.
That is what they're getting. Alabama Birmingham's getting paid $1.6 to come in and get probably throttled on Saturday, and then they'll head off after that too.
Now we have been on the sides where we've paid these schools $1 million and they beat us. So I try not to get too arrogant about it. But
True.
And Trent Dilfer, I think that's the coach, right?
Yeah, but on paper, you'd like to think that they got a chance to whip up on Alabama Birmingham. The next week they go to Starkville to play Mississippi State, which could be a different animal.
Yeah.
So they got a big quality win last week over Arizona State. So
that's the type of team we can't stub our toe against, like Arkansas last year.
Everything you need to know about athletics for the Cyclone, CyclonePride.com is the website to go to.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So here's what he does on the road games. We'll brag on him. So we never know where we're going to have a camera. We never know where we're going to be setting. So, I mean, just telling you it's the way it is. So shouldn't be that way, but it's the way it is. And so Coach Diaz is always out there making phone calls. Well, okay, where are you going to put Tom? We want Tom and RV inside. We want tables. We got to have some chairs. Last week we were outside. We may be outside again this week too. But he's always on the phone. Okay, is it audio or video? It's audio only. So he's the one that gets the rolls off the mountain, and they pass it on to him, who passes on to us. So he's constantly, my point of this, behind the scenes, working on our behalf, and I want to say thank you publicly for doing that. So
appreciate that. RV, he's a little bit more high maintenance, so we have to make sure.
He is high maintenance.
We got to try to get him inside.
He is the king.
Yeah.
We've got to keep him inside.
We don't want that head to get sunburnt, do we? Hopefully
he's
he's
not
not
listening.
listening.
Get sunburned.
I hope he's not listening.
It'll get back to him. I can tell you that. So, but I do thank you
Yeah, I
publicly.
appreciate you, man. Thank you.
So he could be saying, "Hey, you're on your own, Hoss. Go call him, talk to him yourself." He always says, "Well, we're gonna call for you," and he does that. And that's the official way to do it from athletic director to athletic director. So we'll talk more about homecoming next week. It's gonna be getting back in next week. It's gonna be a special week. A lot of folks come back in town and reconnect and check up where they were a year ago. A lot of people circle the homecoming and come back home and do exactly that. Just rebond and reconnect. And so we'll talk more about that next week. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are here at Big John's Closeouts, where they hammer high prices. Start thinking stains and painting. You got a full line. Tell us about that at Big John's Closeouts.
Yeah, we've got about anything that you might need in your interior painting supplies and stuff of that nature, from either Valspar or the California paint, which used to be many years ago Gray Seal paint. A lot of people remembers that. As far as that nature, we can mix different colors. We've got color charts that you can pick from. We've got your primers if you've got where you've had a water leak or whatever. We've got primers and things that you can put on there so it doesn't bleed through as far as that goes. And of course, we've got all your application items that you might need, from paint brushes to rollers to everything from Worcester, which is American made pretty much. And so we're very proud of that. A lot of people will be starting to think about getting out on the deck now that it's getting warmer and things of that nature. Not only doing repair work with our full line of treated lumber and other stuff, but thinking about staining. Whether you want a semi-transparent, semi-solid, solid color stain. We stock the Cabot line, and we're also bringing in a new line of stain that is a Ready Seal stain, which is almost bulletproof. You just pretty much with their stain product eliminate any brush marks, lap marks with your rollers. It flows, and basically you get an almost foolproof finish with that Ready Seal stain. We'll have about 6 to 8 colors in stock probably within the next 2 weeks of that. And so we're very excited about having that. That's going to be our newest line that we're adding.
It's awesome. It's all available. Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. The hours are open, sir.
7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday.
And how can we find you to find out more on social media?
BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email us at experts@BigJohnsCloseouts.com or give us a call at 542-4755.
Well, we're great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15, audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live here again at Big John's Closeouts. We're joined by, Milligan flag football ladies. These are incoming freshmen. Last year they went 21-4, had a heck of a year. And so they're back in and ready to go for a new year. And these are new young ladies, recruits, freshmen. This is Lily from what part of North Carolina?
Mooresville, North Carolina.
Mooresville, North Carolina. That's right in the middle of NASCAR. Are you a NASCAR fan?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah. Was Jeff Gordon, but I mean he's gone now. So.
Yeah. Who's your favorite driver now? You don't really have one?
No.
24 retired. It's like, yeah. So anyway, Mooresville's right in the middle, as you know, of the NASCAR world. And so, but she plays flag football and she's good at it. Coach Whitten said she's the Carolina Panther Player of the Year. So tell me how did you earn that right? I mean, how did you get that award?
So basically we had our high school season and they saw my stats and they nominated me for the National Player of the Year for the Maxwell Award. So,
really?
Yeah.
That is cool. So each pro team has somebody to nominate.
Yeah.
So when did you start playing flag football? What age?
When I was like 7 years old.
Yeah. So you could have gone dancing, cheerleading, softball, basketball. Why flag football? Why'd you pick it?
I mean, it's the most fun. Like, I get to play both sides of the ball. I use all my skills for it. It's just more intense, and it's like playing tackle football, which girls can't really play, so.
It's getting a lot of publicity. You know, the NFL's all behind this. It's obviously Carolina Player of the Year, so the NFL is really endorsing flag football from the college level up to the pros now, and so it's, you know, it obviously is gaining its fact. It's the fastest growing sport in America is women's flag football, which I think is awesome. So you play what position on offense?
I'm a receiver.
Mm-hmm. Defense, you are?
Safety.
Yeah.
And then I also punt, too.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
All right. So for those who out there who don't know about flag football, it's different. First off, on the football field, you don't play the traditional football field, do you?
No, it's a lot smaller.
Yeah. How far is it from sideline to sideline? Because I don't even know that.
It's like the bottom of the numbers to the other bottom of the numbers.
Okay, so
I don't know how wide that is.
Yeah. So that's the width. The length, you still go 100 yards or not?
80.
80 yards? Okay. 80 yards long, and from numbers, if you look on the football field, you see the 40 here and the 40 over there as far as where the identification is. That's the width of the field, and it's 80 yards long. So, quarterback, how many people can you have on the field?
It depends
7?
like what format, yeah. But most of the time it's 7.
7? All right. So
there's also 5-on-5 though too.
So let's go with the 7. You have a center. You have a quarterback. There's 2 of them.
Running back.
You have a running back.
Receivers.
And the rest of them are receivers. So so somebody up there blocking, basically.
Sometimes we have our running back up blocking.
Blocking.
Yeah.
Okay. Defense, we got 7 on the field too, so you would have
3 linebackers and then corners, safeties.
yeah. So you have 3 linebackers and 4 in the secondary. So there you go. It's a fun sport. We're going to be doing it again last year. I think you know the story, but I'm going to I had a we were all set to do the games and I had the old what's it called, sciatic nerve. So I got sidelined for about a month, right in the middle of the flag football season. So couldn't do it. We're going to do it this year. We're going to call it Lily Rumrill's Nut. Did I say it right, Rumrill?
Yeah.
It's cool. So what number are you going to have this year for Milligan?
8.
8?
Yeah.
So you're the Carolina Panther Player of the Year. Parker, her roommate's here. She's going to join us here in a second. She's from Georgia. So what made you decide I mean, obviously, I would think you were sought after. Having that kind of an award would be a lot of people wanting you to come play. Why did you choose Milligan?
Well, Coach Witten, first of all, is amazing. So, I mean, he was a big part of it. The girls are all great, and just the area is very beautiful and great people around. So
Campus is gorgeous, isn't it?
yes, I love
I mean,
it.
it really is. It's like, as I told her all here, it's like a Norman Rockwell postcard. Wait till the leaves turn here in about a month. It is unbelievably beautiful. Then in the spring, everything starts greening back up again. It's beautiful, too. It's really beautiful year-round. So what are you majoring in?
Biology.
So when you graduate, you want to do what? Teach it?
Hopefully go be a veterinarian.
Be a vet?
Yeah,
Small animal or big animal?
small.
Small animal?
Yeah.
Dogs, cats, those kind of things?
Yeah.
Cool. Number 8, Lily Rumrill, Carolina Panther Player of the Year. Freshman, Milligan University flag football. Whoa. They play their games at Citizen Bank Stadium. So what are you guys doing right now? Conditioning?
Yeah, we're just in the weight room a lot on the field, learning plays and everything, and just team bonding.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Coach Witten. Everybody loves Coach Witten, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a jewel.
He's great.
He is great. He's a great guy. Are you done? Have you ever done this before?
Yeah.
Okay, you've interviewed people. Okay,
Yeah.
So you're all right. Good. So it's not our first time. Now, anything you want to tell me about Parker? I know you're rooming together. So, anything you want to tell me about?
I mean, she's a really good flag player, too.
Is she really?
Yeah. Soccer background there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So she can run like a deer, right?
Yeah.
Soccer background, running all
And
the time.
she's tall, so
She's tall.
jump
yeah.
over people.
So, and you guys are rooming together. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring her in here. Thank you,
Thank
Lily.
you.
Great job, Miss Parker. Come on in. We are here live. We're talking again to Milligan University flag football. Oh, I didn't see the cast. What happened to your arm?
I strained my thumb on Saturday.
Strained your thumb.
Yes, sir.
How do you strain your thumb?
Pulling flags.
Pulling flags.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Pulling flags. So, for those of you, again, learning the sport, it's not tackle. The flags are on the front or back or on the sides?
Sides.
On the sides.
Yes, sir.
What are they made out of?
I mean, it's like rope tied and like plastic flags.
It's like a plastic flag?
Yeah.
It's not cloth, it's plastic. So if you make the catch, you start down the field, I reach out, pull the flag, plays dead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's how it works. All right. Tell me about your background. What part of Georgia?
I'm from Athens area, so near like 30 minutes away from UGA. And I've lived there my whole life.
Milledgeville.
No, that's like an hour and a half away.
What town are you from?
Loganville, Georgia.
Loganville.
Yes.
All right. How big is Loganville?
Pretty small.
Not very big.
Not very big, no, sir.
Name of the high school?
Loganville High School.
Loganville High. Your nickname, where let's see. Give me the letter, the first letter of your nickname.
P.
Panthers. No? Loganville Panthers?
Our mascot.
Mascot, yeah.
R.
Loganville are the
It's
Raiders.
2 words.
2 words. Red Devils.
Yes, sir.
You're lying to me. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Red Devils.
Put it right here.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I'll get right all day long. That's good. The Loganville Red Devils. All right. So, got to ask you the same question. How'd you get involved, or at what point did you start playing flag football, and why?
So I started playing flag football my sophomore year of high school. It didn't come to my school until my freshman year, and I originally made fun of it. I was like, this is silly, like, go tackle people. But my dad was a high school football coach, and he coached my brother, and he was asked to coach at our high school. And so he was like, do you want to play? And I was like, are you coaching? He was like, I'll coach if you play. And I was like, okay, I'll play if you coach. So
Wow,
I went
isn't
out
that
there.
cool?
Yeah, I went out there, met some of my best friends, had a blast. Because I've always grown up on the sidelines watching my brother play, and I wanted to do the same thing.
So you played for your dad. How was that?
I did.
Is that
It was
pretty
the
cool?
best thing ever. Yeah, it was amazing. He was the defensive coordinator. So just playing under him was the best.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Played for it. She said, Dad, I'll play if you coach. He said, I'll coach if you'll play. Is that not a great story? That's awesome.
The
So
best.
that is neat. So does he will he be able to come watch your games?
He will. Yeah, he retired this past year from coaching football and baseball, so he'll come up when he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Joel.
Joel.
Yes, sir.
Got to meet Joel when we start streaming these games in the spring because they play at Citizens Bank Stadium. So we want to get him up. I want to meet him.
Absolutely.
So you started playing. So what's your what position you play now?
So I play wide receiver. I play strong safety. Also a punter as well. We play very similar positions. I played QB my senior year, but yeah. So mainly, I like defense the best.
So you've been on the sideline with your dad and your brother. So for folks out there, because we're trying to teach them the game, it's the fastest growing sport in America. How does flag football for the ladies differ? I mean, they're obvious, the equipment, because you guys don't wear shoulder pads and helmets and all that. So how does it differ from traditional guy football, for lack of a better term, and flag football?
It's so similar, but it's so different at the same time because it's considered a non-contact sport when there's so much contact.
Oh, is there?
Very much so.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is very physical. It's coming from soccer, I'm used to it, but just the amount of people is really the main difference. It's pretty similar.
I would assume, purely an assumption, the girls do a little trash talking out there. Would that be? I mean, girls get a little dicey, they get a little drama going, and a little finger pointing. Is that fair?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I don't dish it out.
But you don't walk away from it.
No.
There you
I do
go.
not walk away
That's
from it.
kind of figured that out there. So, so the Loganville Red Devils. Who was your all's big rival when you saw the schedule? Went, oh, we play them. Who was your big rival?
That was Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove. We didn't
Yes.
like Walnut Grove.
We did not like Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove's mascot were the
Warriors?
Warriors. So we did not like Walnut Grove.
No, we did not.
Walnut Grove. So, what is your number at Milligan?
At Milligan, I'm 0.
Yeah. So same thing. Asked Lily. Recruited heavily. So why Milligan?
I met Coach Witten at a invitational, and he had such a strong energy about him. Like he knew what he wanted, and he was gonna get what he wanted, and he was very adamant about reaching out to me. He just showed he cared, and that was really like what I was looking for.
First year you had the team that had 3 wins. Last year had 10 wins, or 2 years ago 10 wins, and last year you went 21-4. So.
Yeah, he's the best.
Oh yes, we keep
He's
going
the
up,
best.
going up, going up, and so, and the kids, ladies love playing for him, don't they? Yeah.
He pushes us, but he's there for us.
Yeah.
He cares.
He
Yeah.
cares.
Yeah.
And you can be around coaches, you can figure out pretty quick the ones that don't care.
Absolutely.
They're just using you, or you felt used. Coach wouldn't do that. He really cares. Checks
No,
on
he
you.
cares. Yeah, he's great. We're his daughters, so
Basically, his kids.
absolutely.
What are you majoring in at Milligan?
Criminal justice / criminology.
So when you graduate, you want to be
FBI.
FBI agent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's your last name?
Bridges.
FBI Agent Bridges on the scene from Loganville, Georgia, home of the Red Devils. Wears number 0 now for the Milligan University flag football team, and she rooms with Lily Rumrill, who's Carolina Panther Player of the Year. So, pretty cool stuff. So,
Yes, sir.
Milligan campus is beautiful, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I can't get used to the views.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Loganville's a flat down there where you are.
Yes, sir.
Outside of Athens, I would think it would be pretty flat. So,
Yep.
same with where you're from. Pretty
Yeah.
flat. And over here, it's the beautiful. You wait till the leaves start turning. You'll blow
I'm
your
so
mind.
excited.
Yep, it'll be turning probably. They said within the probably the next 3 or 4 weeks it'll start turning. By mid-October, we will have our fall foliage. So we are glad you are here.
Thank you.
Parker Bridges and Lily Rumrill from the Milligan University flag football team, recruited by Coach Witten, and so Ryan Witten, of course. Sean is the head coach of the Cyclone football team of the boys, so that's good. You excited about it?
I'm so excited.
So when do you get that off?
I would say the next week or so. 2 weeks at most.
So what'd you do? Bend it back?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Is Lily been a good roommate to help you if you need can you hold a cup? Is she
not-
bringing drinks to you? Is she taking care of you? Is she babying you any?
I don't let her, but she would if I asked.
Yeah, you don't want to be glad.
I don't like having to rely on people.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Self-reliant. I like that.
Yes.
We're glad you guys are here. Looking forward to calling your name.
Yes,
Number 8, number 0. Milligan
sir.
University flag football. They play their games in the spring. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at college football coming up next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15, audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, they were so cute because they roomed together. And I said, who sleeps? He said, this one, let's see, which one? One says the other one stays up late. One's a night owl, one's not. Cute stuff. Good, nice ladies. Appreciate them coming by. Their parents are watching. Hello, Julie Rumrill. I hope I'm saying her last name right. And Shannon Bridges in Loganville, Georgia. So thank you, ladies. We are tickled to death your daughters have chose to come to Milligan University. They will not be, and you will not be disappointed in what they here's the thing. When you get a degree from Milligan University, because we do their games, I can tell you firsthand, it opens doors. That piece of paper from Milligan is a door opener. They are known academically as well as athletically. I think we told you earlier in the week, Milligan's cycling team won 3 national championships last week in Indianapolis. So the cycling team under Zach Nave brought home 3 national championships, 1 team and 2 individuals from last week in Indianapolis. So they continue to stack them up and rack them up. Our cross-country team at Milligan and our track and field, Chris Lane, what did he tell me last week? 26 individual and team national titles over the years. So 31 conference championships since Chris Lane's been the coach. So they get it done at Milligan. So, again, thanks to ladies. And they're right about Ron Whitten. You cannot help but love the guy. He is just energy personified, but he does care. And he lets you know he cares. It's not just lip service. As we talked, and it's true, you can get around people. You know the ones who really do care and the ones who are kind of blowing smoke, if you will. He don't blow smoke. He's the real deal, and so we appreciate him very, very much. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we'll take a look at college football. Top 25 got a big week. I would think probably the biggest game on the slate, top 25, be number 22 Auburn and number 11 Oklahoma. The Georgia Bulldogs, them dogs did pretty good last week, defeating the Tennessee Volunteers. That game could have gone either way, as you know, and so it's it was a good football game. Georgia's off this week. Got Alabama and Athens next Saturday. Tennessee right back at it against Alabama Birmingham on Saturday at Neyland Stadium. So here's what you need to remember right here, folks. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. Count them one by one. Count your many blessings, what the Lord has done. So that is that's what you want to remember right there. Count your blessings. I think today we all know it's Charlie Kirk's funeral. How would you just think of it this way? You think you're having a bad day? Try and be, what's her name? Emma Kirk? Can't remember her first name. So if you think you're having a bad day, you got to go bury your husband today with your kids there. So, and other people I know are going through some tough stuff too. But just keep that in mind that if you think your day's crummy, you can be her today or be anybody that's at a funeral of a loved one. Count your blessings. There it is right there. And so that's the old hymn, count your blessings, count them one by one. Count your many blessings, what the Lord has done. So, good stuff. Quick break. We've got ladies here. They know I'm all about reading. Readers are winners. We have that literacy program that we have started inside the school system here at Elizabethton City Schools. We're going to expand it into Carter County. And so readers are winners, and we're going to talk about reading for a second. We'll do that right after this from one of our great sponsors, Weight Loss Success in Johnson City on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Our success is your success.
Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors, Christmas Club Savings Account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bemycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club Savings Account for Christmas 2024?
Yes.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
It's the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Andrea DeMoss and yours truly this Friday morning from Happy Valley Elementary. Principal Brooke Tolley and her great teachers showcasing great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary. It all starts at 9 o'clock this Friday morning. Join us audio and video as we showcase great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary with the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube.
In the house, ladies and gentlemen, we have brought in, this is the Rose and the Thorn segment. She be the rose, I be the thorn. So, Summer Johnson, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Appreciate you coming by. You're involved, and we're going to be tomorrow. Just saw the promo. We're going to be at Carter County Tour of Schools. Tomorrow we're going to be at Happy Valley Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be doing Elizabethton City Schools again, tour schools later in the fall, but we're going each week to a different school. Last week we were at Central, the land of the Comets. Tomorrow we'll be at Happy Valley Elementary. Brooke Tolley, I think, is the principal. I get that right from memory?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I get
Happy
it?
Valley, yes.
Thank goodness.
Happy Valley Elementary, yes.
Yep, because I don't know what I did 2 hours ago, so at least I remember her name, Brooke Tolley. So you're here to talk about literacy, which we love. The Readers Are Winners program we've got going on in the city schools. We're going to put it in the county very, very soon. But you're here to talk about an event called Tuesday the 23rd, Book It to the Bridge. What's this all about?
So, Carter County Imagination Library is sponsoring their Book It to the Bridge parade. We have done this for several years now. We will meet at the Veterans Memorial at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, September 23rd. We have school groups, Head Start groups, pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, anybody with the schools that wants to come join us. And we also have the Methodist preschool. They have classrooms that come, and we parade down the street, and we go to the cover bridge, and we have a story time by Josh Smith. He always reads us a book, and the kids love it. And then we have Key Club organizations and groups that come. They dress up and read to children. It's just a good time.
Great time. So your job with Carter County Schools is what?
So I am the education manager for the Head Start program.
Awesome. So you understand the importance of reading.
Yes.
I mean, we've talked about this all the time. Catherine's over here, so she knows, and we know, with Creola and everybody at the Imagination Library, which we're getting ready to get into in a minute, but you got to be able to read. It's just that simple. As I've said many times on this show right here, I spend probably 90% of my time reading, either reading what's on the screen, reading all the sports stories. That's the way it is. You got to be able to read. You know this firsthand. Those who read and read proficiently have an advantage over everybody else, right?
That's true.
What did Walt Disney say? Readers today, leaders tomorrow. I love that quote from the late Walt Disney. So she's with the Head Start program. She gets it in Carter County Schools. And so Book It to the Bridge. So they will line up and go down the street. Is that how it works?
Yes, we parade down the street.
How many kids, ballpark?
So usually there's probably 200, I would think, close to 200 children. We have teachers that will print out book covers, so they're holding things, they're making signs and posters, dressed up. It's a really cute event.
What time will that be?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock.
We're going Monday. I forgot about that. We're going to be going back to Hunter Elementary. It's Literacy Day. I think it's there. They want me to come. I'm going to read to the kids on Monday evening. Going to be there doing that. So from 5 to 6 o'clock, I think it is on Monday. But they're having a big book fair and a big Literacy Day at Hunter Elementary on Monday of next week. So that's pretty cool. Book It to the Bridge, Tuesday, September the 23rd. So tell us about Imagination Library.
It's so wonderful. I just love, I can't say enough about Imagination Library. I've always been passionate about it. If you hear my daughter, she will tell you that that's been my passion for years. I've always wanted to get books in the hands of children as much as I can and as early as possible. So one thing about Imagination Library that people don't realize, everybody thinks Dolly pays for the books. Dolly doesn't pay for the books.
No, Dolly pays for the books.
Dolly orchestrates getting the books and works with publishing companies to get a discounted rate. But we are responsible for fundraising half of what it takes to get those books mailed out to children. Governor's Early Literacy Foundation, they pay for the other half, but we fundraise all year long to pay for those books to make sure that our children have those books.
How many kids get a book in the county right now, ballpark?
So we're a little bit under 2,000 children.
That's incredible. Every month, they get a book mailed to them.
Yeah, we're about 85% of the children in Carter County at utilization rate right now.
Wow.
So
Is that not awesome? 2,000 youngins every month get a book picked out through the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So what's the cost if somebody wants to give money per book? What's the cost to send out a book?
So it's about $5 roughly per month per child.
Yeah. So, and you got to raise the whole $5, don't you? So,
yeah. We're trying to raise as much money as possible. We do our Educators Hall of Fame dinner in the spring. That's a big fundraiser that we do. And this year we're trying something new. So we're going to do a Christmas fundraiser, and we're going to partner with downtown businesses to have organizations and groups decorate Christmas trees and then auction those off. So those will be available for bid to purchase and hopefully raise some money for Imagination Library.
So 2,000 books at $5 a book. You can do the math. What is that? 10 grand a month to get these kids. And they look forward to it.
Oh, yeah, they do. They really do.
When we were all little, everybody wanted to get something in the mail. I don't care what it was. When you're a little kid, it's like, I got mail. So when they get a book in the mail every month, that's really cool. They look forward to it.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a reader?
Oh, yeah, I love to read.
Do you?
I always have.
Yeah. What do you like to read?
So, anything really. I don't really have a preference. A lot of historical books. Right now I'm kind of doing a lot of, oh gosh, I can't even remember the one that I'm on right now. That's terrible. I can't even remember. It's terrible.
No, it's not. So you could ask me where I was at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could tell you. So because
you put me on the spot with my book, so I forgot
but you do
that
like
one.
to read.
I love it. I have books everywhere, all through my house.
Your daughter likes to read too.
Oh yeah, even more than I do.
Oh really?
Yes.
She eats them up.
Yes, she does.
We were in school. They used to call them book eaters. So are you a book eater? The teacher you like to eat books? I mean, we just fast we could read them. You remember the old SRA? Remember those back in the day? Oh yeah. Man, always going to be turquoise. That was the top of the. We could read and. You remember SRA? You don't remember SRA. She doesn't remember. I can tell you. She's like, "What are you talking about?" But back in the day, we had that SRA program, the reading program, and so yeah, it's really cool, and it's very very important to be able to read. So book it to the bridge. So how can we find out more about Imagination Library? You guys have a website? You have Facebook?
We have a Facebook page, so you can find us there. We always put our events there. You can always reach out to the library. Ashley at the library, she always has our events, and that's a great way to find us as well.
You were a Hampton Bulldog? Still are a Hampton Bulldog?
Yeah. My daughter just graduated from Hampton last year.
Really?
Yeah.
And you are, what did you say? You were the cheerleading?
I was the captain of the
Captain of the
cheerleading
cheerleading
my
team.
senior year, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. I'm with a celeb. Captain of the cheerleading squad of the Hampton Bulldogs. There you go. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get you on more often, can we?
Sounds great.
Yep.
Sounds
Are
great.
you going to be there? You going to be at the Happy Valley Elementary tomorrow?
I probably will not be there tomorrow, no.
Yeah. Or I'll be next week. I can't remember. I'm going to be at Happy Valley Middle next week.
Okay.
But next Tuesday will be the event, so it'll be after the event. So anyway, where you be? We'll talk off later.
Okay, that sounds great.
Take a break. We'll be right back. He's here, our buddy Mike Barnett. Thank you, Catherine, for bringing her. What a sweetheart. She's a sweetie. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be talking to Mike Barnett right after this from Brummett Sports Shop on the Tom Taylor Sports Shop.
Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30 Thursday night. Audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15. Audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
Steins with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. T.A. Duggar Cyclone football at 5:15. Joseph Taylor now bring it to you, along with Weston Taylor running the camera. We'll do audio and video. Tomorrow night is audio only. That's not our call. That's Cherokee's call. So we'll be there tomorrow night. Richard Van Nuss and I'll bring it to you, painting the picture, starting at 6:50 tomorrow night. Weather should be beautiful. Another great Friday night for football weather-wise. We've been blessed this year. Sometimes we have a cool, raining sideways. It may be coming that way, but for tomorrow night, all we can go by. Take it one day at a time. Tomorrow night's going to be a beautiful night to go out and support your favorite high school football team, whoever it is. Go out there and support them. Get you a soda pop, hot dogs, some nachos, whatever, because these concession stands, I mean, whoever's running those organizations, running those concession stands, they need the money to run the program. So we'll be down at Cherokee tomorrow night. They call their fan base the Red Army. We call our fan base the Cyclone Nation. We're 8th in the state. The polls are out, so we're up to number 8. And so we'll be ready to go. Can't wait. Looking forward to being there tomorrow night. So, but tonight it's T.A. Duggar and Libertyville. Enough said. T.A. Duggar 5-0, Libertyville 3-1. It's going to be a good one tonight from the Citizens Bank Stadium. We call it the Bank. All right, my buddy Mike Barnett. Again, if you missed the earlier segment, why would you not come in here and get a steel? We'll get into winterizing here in a second. The steel battery-operated tools, chainsaws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, hedge trimmers with a battery. You get a AK-30 battery, which is a $172 value free. So when you buy a battery pack from Steel from Big John's Closeouts, you get a battery with it anyway. Comes with it, obviously. But you get an extra battery for free for a limited time. So when you do that, as he said earlier in the segment, and he's right, pop it in, run it. You get about 45 minutes lifespan, thereabouts, on the battery. Pop it out, put the new one in, take the one you're using, go charge it right back up. It'll charge in about 30 minutes. You just keep rolling with it. So that's what's going on with Steel. The hat. Love the Steel hat. But now we're getting ready to talk about winterizing because, unfortunately, or fortunately, if you like cold weather, it's right around the corner. Lisa Baker loves cold weather. She's going to say, we love cold weather. I love the snow. So I just pray for Scotty's all I know to do. But
yeah. What can you say? Well, it's going to come sooner or later.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, right now we're in the middle of the later summer warmth, and it's supposed to be even warmer this weekend and going into a little bit of next week. But, summer's officially over after pretty much this weekend. And, as much as you hate to sometimes think about the higher utility bills and, you think about the shorter days as the time will change and stuff, you have to prepare.
Sure.
And it's important to go ahead and think about ways that you can, help insulate your home so that you can cut down on your costs and expenses and stuff of that nature. Plus, it just makes it more comfortable. And there's some preventative items you can do, too, that can save you some grief on down the line of broken pipes and other things that go on. So, last month we talked a little bit about, and I'll let you show the picture. This is probably better than dragging the whole window up here, but again, we want to remind folks, if you've got older windows, aluminum windows, older wood windows, old vinyl windows that have been in for years and years and years, check with us to price your replacement Silverline double hung windows so that you can go back in with an energy efficient window. That you can get within every quarter of an inch, so you can get a size to fit about anything you've got that you need. You can get all kind of options from tinted glass to low E glass to the high efficiency low E glass, grids between the glass, full screens, half screens, white, beige. You can do all kind of options with these replacement windows, so there's no reason and you can, you don't have to order all of them at the same time. You can go ahead and replace the ones in the rooms that you utilize the most. A lot of people, especially if they're empty nesters now, they're only using some parts of the house. Some of the spare bedrooms, they close off a little bit, or they can close the door, not even worry so much about if they've got drafts in there and stuff, as much as the rooms where they're sleeping, they're bathing, they're living, and they're cooking and stuff of that nature. So we can order windows, and normally they come in within about 2 to 3 weeks. So, you can get those windows and get them here. And, of course, there again, we mentioned Owens Corning fiberglass insulation. If you're looking to insulate your floors to cut down drafts if you're looking to add insulation to your attic. As far as that goes, we've got everything from R13 to R38 in both 15-inch and 23-inch widths. So you can find the fiberglass insulation, Owens Corning, Pink Panther, everybody remembers them. Right here at Big John's, all of our insulation is backed with a craft back, which is a vapor barrier. So we can help you with all those things. But the other things we want to talk about, when you start talking about drafts and things around existing windows and stuff you've got spray foam, and most people out there are familiar with the spray foam. If you've got drafts around where your plumbing comes through your exterior walls and they cut a bigger hole than what needs to be there, and you've got gaps in there and stuff of that nature, not only to cut down the drafts that you might get from cool air traveling with that water pipe coming through the walls or the floor, you also can eliminate, insects, ants, pests of that nature coming in also. You've got a number of different styles and brands that we stock. I just brought two of them. One of them fills large holes and gaps, which is the red lead. And then we've got the blue lead, which is for small gaps and small cracks, and that's the one we recommend for around windows and doors because it don't expand so much that it puts pressure on your doors and windows and makes them hard to open. So remember that, you can always fill that stuff up. We have a wide variety. I just brought one tube, but we have about every kind of caulk that you can imagine.
Let me talk about this real quick. You would think this is a $20 or $30 can. $6.99, less than $7 to come in here and get this. Small gaps and cracks, minimal expanding insulating foam for gaps up to 1 inch, insulates and prevents drafts, as he said, seals out insects and pests, interior and exterior use. $6.99, that's the small one, and the red lid, as he said, is for the same thing, but it's for a larger gaps and cracks. But both of these are under $7 at Big John's Closeouts. It's not like going to bust your bill vault.
And it's well worth the money. You can save that pretty quickly on your electric bill if you eliminate some of your gaps. And then I just brought one of our more popular caulks, the Alex Plus. We stock a number of colors and different caulks. We've got pure silicone, we've got Lexan, we've got a lot of the DAP products. Most of them are acrylic or acrylic and silicone base, so they are flexible enough to expand with the cooling and heating and the contracting and moving of the items that you're caulking. But you'd be surprised what a little bit of caulk will do to help seal out some of these drafts around your exterior doors and stuff of that nature. And when you're talking about exterior doors and stuff, we've got a number of weather strip items. This is a door bottom that you can put on the bottom of your door. If you've got a draft that seems to be coming from under the door, that hooks on the bottom of the door, got a rubber strip that's hid in there that you slide in that will drag against your door seal. We have weather stripping to go up the sides of the door that you can nail on. And we also have rolls of, like a foam weather stripping like this right here that you can peel off and stick against your door stop so that when your door closes, it closes against the rubber bulb and, puts a seal right there between your metal door and your wood frame to help cut out a lot of drafts that way. So anything you need to seal around your doors, front door, basement door, back door, whatever, we've got it here, from nail on, stick on, going under the bottom, door draft seals. I didn't bring one of those, but you see a lot of those draft stops that are the foam thing that you can put, especially in interior doors, that you can just put under your door. That's a foam item that you can just seal off drafts that way. So we can help you seal up your house very well from the outside.
This is $14.99, just to make a price point. It's not like it's $20 or $30 right here at Big John's Closeouts. Be loyal, buy local. This is a mom and pop chain, again from right here in Elizabethton. Hello to Miss Rumrow. We've got her dialed into us now. She's watching. One of her daughters, one of the ladies was her daughter from North Carolina, so she's watching. So thank you. We do this every day. This is $11.99. So now cold weather's coming. I've heard, you tell me, the old timers have told me, we had that string of about 10, 12, 13 days of 90 degrees or more back in July, early August. So I've been told, we'll see. I've been told that for every cold day we had, a hot day we had, we're going to have that kind of cold days coming up in the winter. Have you heard that? We're going to have
I've
cold
heard
winter?
that Yeah, has been something that's been passed down from, I guess, decade to decade. That's sort of like the, my grandmother used to tell me a lot of stuff like that along that same nature.
Yellow jackets, where they build a nest, are they building down on the ground?
Right.
They're building up in the up. If they build up, it's going to be a cold winter. If they build down to the ground, it's going to be a mild winter. So.
And of course, naturally, as we go through the next couple of weeks, we're going to get more and more of our heaters in. It's hard to think when it's 80-some degrees. Well, I need to be thinking about heaters and stuff. But we're going to have, our electric heaters. We're going to have our propane, blue flame wall heaters. We're going to have gas log sets. We're going to have all that stuff coming in the next couple of weeks. But, a lot of times what people don't realize is, you need to also think about, your outside faucets. When it gets down bitterly cold, and I know you bought those, and I've got plenty of them around the house. When I unhook the water hose, and unhook it from our freezeless faucets and our outside faucets, it's good a lot of times to go ahead and put a cover on it, and that helps protect it from that bitter below freezing weather. And those things are very, very affordable. What's that one, $3.49?
$3.49.
Something of that nature, and you can put it on. Then when you need to use the water hose, it's very easy to remove. Just lay it down there on the ground. When you get done, put it right back on so you don't forget it and get caught, unaware when it gets down in 20 degrees or down in the teens as far as that goes. Very easy to attach, and as far as that nature. And then, you think about a lot of your older homes and homes that have been built for quite a few years, they've got an older foundation vent system. They've got the ones that have the sliding foundation vents, or they've got the old cheap aluminum little foundation vents where you have the real thin, paper thin aluminum cover that's there and stuff, and you have to open it and have to remember to close it, and you have to go back there and insulate behind it and throw a bunch of insulation and crawl under your floor. We know a lot of people are going to the automatic foundation vents now, especially in new construction and in replacing some of the older vents and stuff of that nature. Those vents come in 3 colors: black, brown, and gray. They are automatic. They open at a certain temperature and close at a certain temperature. At 75 degrees, they automatically open. And at 35 degrees, they automatically close.
How neat.
That helps you to make sure that you're getting airflow to cut down on a moisture buildup or humidity problem that you can have. They're very easy to install. They're pretty much the same size as existing foundation vents that you may have. They attach with screws that you can tighten up from each side, so it's almost like a grip type of a fit. And so you can just pop them in, tighten up those screws, and then you're done. And so, like I say, they come in 3 colors. They're $19.99, and they're well worth the investment, to help keep your crawl space or basement ventilated as well as protected, depending on how hot or how cold it is.
If you're a Cyclone fan, look who makes them. It's not them, but it's made by Witten.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, they've made them for years and years. And then also we'll talk just a little bit about insulating your pipes, especially if you've got pipes that are running along exterior walls where you're going to have drafts and stuff, and they're not very well insulated. You've got a number of different products that you use. You've got your old-timey that many people remember, a fiberglass pipe wrap. It's a thin fiberglass. It's about 25 foot in length. It comes with a little plastic barrier that you can wrap over it to protect it from moisture, and you can put duct tape on it and go right on. Then, of course, naturally, one that's used quite a bit.
This is $3, by the way, $2.99.
And, then, of course, you've got your foam, 6 foot long pipe insulation comes that will fit 1/2 inch. That's what I've got right here. You've got one that'll fit 3/4. You've got one that'll fit inch. We can order even bigger sizes, but that's the primary sizes you're going to run into. And in this area, we have some that are just slit like this, where you just split them, and then you go ahead and you put it on your pipe, and then you can just put a little bit of duct tape on the ends and seal it. We also have the self-sealing that has a strip there that you peel off, and it's got adhesive, and you can just stick it right back together, so you don't have to get your duct tape out and do all that. And so, we have that in stock right now, so you can go ahead and start preparing, like I say, in all the sizes that you might need. And if you've got a real worry about a pipe that you've had problems with time and time again freezing, you wrap it, and it seems like when it gets down to 10 degrees, it just continues to freeze and stuff. We have heat tapes, and they're still a fairly popular item. You know, when they come in various lengths, you can get all the way from 6 foot down to 30 foot, up to 30 foot in a heat tape. They're an automatic. They've got a thermostat that needs to be exposed. So when it gets down to like 38 degrees or so, the heat tape will automatically come on and heat up that pipe. Wow. You wrap it with your insulation and you're protected from that extreme cold. So whatever you might need. From everything from caulking on down to pipe wrap to insulation products from your doors to new windows or adding insulation to your attic, Big John's has got you covered.
No notes, folks. He owns the company, so all this is right up here. It's head knowledge. That's what I like. You come in here and you ask for help. You got Travis. Rattle off your guys in here. You got you, Travis.
Yeah, and got Danny Davis, Jeff Miller's son, Aaron Miller. Got Matt Hamilton and Bill Schooley.
Yep. And so these guys, all of them, are in here every day solving people's problems. They come in, need this, need that. And so when you come and ask for help, again, everything you talked about is just up here, product knowledge. And so I like when I go other places and they say, I'm going on break. It's not my department. Over here, they help you. Big John's Closeouts.
That's what we're here for.
That's it. So where they hammer high prices. So cold weather isn't here yet, but it's thought starters to kind of get you ready. And like I said, I bought this last year myself. I put them on my faucets, outside faucets, for $3.49. This is a whole lot cheaper than repairing a busted pipe in the middle of the wall in the middle of the winter. I promise you. So,
well, there's something to be said about being proactive and getting a head start, even when it's warm or it's not really got that horribly cold yet. But you know in the back of your mind, you know, I've got some items I need to work on. I've got some things I need to improve. I've got some products I need to purchase. It's better to be able to do that when it's, you know, now. 60, 70 degrees compared to when it's already got down to 30 or 20 and you're out there freezing yourself to death trying to figure out how to get everything to set up and, you know, your caulk to not freeze overnight before it can cure, you know, and various other things of that nature.
Hello to Andy in West Virginia. Mackenzie Rebus. Want to say hello to her real quick. Want to say hello to Kathy Cooper, Brittany Hensley, Julie Rummel over in North Carolina, Lisa Baker that you saw yesterday, Lucas Honeycutt, our basketball coach. He's watching. Becky Porch, Dia Smith, Vista Clark, and Brenda Shelton. And let's get one more. Teresa Stout and Shannon Bridges from Georgia watching. So thank you all for watching. We'll take a break. Quickly, in closing, hours are open.
We're here 7:30 to 6, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Social media?
You can reach us at BigJohnsCloseouts.com, experts with an S at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. Cabinet questions or want to send just an inquiry, you can go to cabinets with an S at BigJohnsCloseouts.com or Mike, which is me, at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. The phone number 423-542-4755.
Love coming here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
See you next month.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at college football before we get out of here next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show. Pill packs. Tell me about pill packs.
Yeah, so these are good for people take 3 or 4 medicines, just kind of get confused by what they got or may forget to take doses or things like that. Other people that likes them is people caring for parents or grandparents. Makes it real easy rather than having to keep up with 10 or 12 bottles and remembering once a day, twice a day. You just come pick up these packs once a month and takes care of everything.
Show this one right here. There it is. Pill packs. Even they're color-coded, so blue stands for nighttime, right?
Yep, that does.
So you'll do this for anybody?
Yeah, sure can. We can do anything just from once-a-day packs, all your medicines of the morning. Can do them 2 or 3 times a day, up to 4 times a day. For people, it takes 4-time-a-day medicines. But they're real easy to punch out, so you can just punch them out. That's your dose for the day or the time. And on the front of it's got an information page. It's got pictures of each medicine, tells what it is, and which doctor you got. So that's something when you go to doctors or a hospital or something like that, you don't have to try and remember what all you take or wait till they can get a hold of your pharmacy. You can just rip that page off and it's got all your medicines on there. So it keeps it real simple.
And if you're traveling and you don't want to take that whole thing, you just tear out the 3 or 4 days you're traveling, or the week at the beach or whatever, and they stay intact, and so you don't take the whole 30-day supply just take as you need and they tear off.
Yeah, sure can. And something else kind of similar to that, what we've heard from a few people, taking a lunchtime medicine, especially if you're still working stuff, because you don't want to carry 3 or 4 pill bottles to work, or if you put them in a Ziploc bag or something, they'll get crushed or lost. But you can leave your morning, night at home, just rip off a single noon dose and take that with you, because those little pockets, they're strong enough, if you throw it in your pocket, your pills aren't going to get crushed or anything like that. So
Pill packs. Good. Another great customer service here at Lingerfield Drug Center. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media, where do we find you?
On Facebook as Lingerfield Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
What a neat concept. Pill packs from Lingerfield Drug Center. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again. We are Big John's Closeouts. Here's the beauty of the folks that work with me, and I work with them. While I'm sitting here doing the show with Mike, just had 4 new tires put on my car and an oil change at the Valvoline of Elizabethton. So thanks to Greg Maupin and Phil and the guys. So they just brought me my keys back, put 4 new tires on my car, ready to go. You can get some great deal on tires at Valvoline. They sell what I have on the Toyos, Yoko. I don't know what they were. They were good. So great price. A 70,000 mile warranty, I think it was. So got 4 new tires and oil change. I'm sitting there doing the show. So thanks to Greg and the folks at Valvoline of Elizabethton. They came and got my car. Went up here and changed it and brought it back just now. So that's customer service in a small town America, folks. I love it. Love it. Wouldn't live anywhere else. I love old small town America. You can have them big cities. I like a traffic jam for me is about 3 or 4 cars at the stoplight. I'm okay with that because I'm country and that's the way I want to be and that's the way it's going to stay. All right, let's take a look at top 25 college football. There's a couple of games. Texas Tech and Utah should be a good one. They're both top 25, top 20. Texas Tech 17, Utah 16. The Utes will host them. Texas Tech will travel on Saturday. Tennessee, 15th in the country, will blow out Alabama, Birmingham, I would think, on paper. That's the goal, of course. They'll play that one at 12:45. Mid-afternoon games, number 6, Oregon against Oregon State for the bragging rights of that state. I guess the big one, number 22, Auburn, will be at number 11, Oklahoma at 3:30. It's a nationally televised game on ABC. The Seminoles of Florida State hosting Kent State, number 7 in the country. That'll be in Tallahassee. 21st-ranked Michigan will travel to Nebraska. That's a trap game for the Wolverines. That's upset special of the week. I think Nebraska's going to give them all they want. It may upset them. 24th-ranked Notre Dame hosting Purdue. 13th-ranked Ole Miss home to Tulane. 18th-ranked Georgia Tech on Saturday will take on Temple in Atlanta. South Carolina and Missouri. Sellers, the starting quarterback for South Carolina, looks like he's going to be doubtful against Missouri, 23rd-ranked team in the country. These are the night games now on Saturday. Number 4, Miami of Florida hosting the Gators of Florida. Florida's in trouble, I think. I think Billy Napier's in trouble. And I sit here every day, and I certainly don't advocate somebody losing their job. It is a performance-based business. We know that. And so Miami of Florida should take care of business against Florida on Saturday. It's a big game for Billy Napier in a lot of ways. And I just don't know. I don't think they got the horses to do it, but we'll see. 20th ranked Vanderbilt hosting Georgia State. Also another top 15 game. Number 9 Illinois and number 19 Indiana on Saturday. 3rd ranked LSU home to Southeastern Louisiana. Number 8 Texas hosting Sam Houston, and 25th ranked Southern Cal home to Michigan State. That's your top 25 college football games coming up on Saturday. You also have NFL starts tonight. The first game of the week will be tonight. Buffalo at 2-0 hosting the Dolphins at 0-2. Miami has not shown much at all, quite frankly, to start the season. So we'll see how that goes for the Dolphins tonight. Can they get a turnaround against the Bills at home? And I don't see it happening. I think the Bills will be 3-0 when it's all said and done. On Sunday, Atlanta, Carolina. The Bengals will be in Minnesota. Cleveland will host Green Bay. The Packers out of the gate at 2-0. Houston will be at Jacksonville. The Bengals, by the way, are going to be 2-0 going to Minnesota without Joe Burrow. So we'll see how that goes. There have been several quarterbacks hurt, and so there's the
Reserve quarterbacks have become a premium now with the National Football League. Also on Sunday, you have the Colts undefeated at 2-0 will be in Tennessee to battle the Titans at 0-2 in Nashville. One of the good ones at 1 o'clock on Sunday, Philadelphia, the Eagles at 2-0 and the Rams at 2-0. They'll play that one in Philly. You have my team, boy, the Raiders. Did not do well Monday night. The Raiders will be in Washington to battle the Commanders. Jaden Daniels out for the Commanders as the starting QB. He's hurt with a knee injury. By the way, the Commanders got the green light to rebuild and go back to RFK Stadium where they were before, coming back into Washington. So that's been approved to build that new stadium at $3.8 billion for the Commanders. And so they'll be hosting the Raiders, my boys, on Sunday. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2-0 hosting the Jets. The Steelers and the Patriots will be in New England at Foxborough. These are all the afternoon games. Steelers and New England both at 1-1. Chargers at 2-0. They'll host Denver in an AFC West showdown. That'll be going on Sunday afternoon. New Orleans will be playing Seattle. That's the other afternoon game. The other big one, Arizona 2-0 against the San Francisco 49ers in San Fran at Levi Stadium. They're 2-0. The last afternoon game, the Bears 0-2 hosting the Cowboys 1-1. And then Sunday night football, Kansas City and the Giants both 0-2 playing in New York at MetLife Stadium. Then on Monday Night Football, you got Detroit and Baltimore. Both of those are 1-1. So that's what's going on there in the National Football League for this coming weekend. So the Commanders, it is official. They are going to go. They voted to approve the RFK Stadium project, allowing the team to return to the site it called home for more than 30 years. So they are going to go back and build a new stadium. And so it's going to be a $3.8 billion stadium, but they are going to do that, and it has been approved. NASCAR coming up this weekend. They move to New Hampshire. Let's give you some stats about this. The 15th time New Hampshire will be hosting a playoff race. First time since 2017. Christopher Bell won the race last year. Of course, he won the race last week in Bristol. 5 drivers have earned their first Cup win in New Hampshire, most recently Joey Logano back in 2009. The driver starting first has only won once, so if you win the pole, that's not a good thing in New Hampshire. Only one time in the last 20 races has somebody started from the pole, or won from the pole, I should say. That was Kyle Busch, my guy, back in 2017. Christopher Bell's won 2 of the last 3 races in New Hampshire. He's the hot driver. Others that are currently driving have won there. Kyle Busch, a 3-time winner. Denny Hamlin, a 3-time winner. Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, and Christopher Bell have all won there twice. Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney, and Denny Hamlin lead all drivers in 2025 with 12 top 5 finishes. So they'll race Sunday again in New Hampshire for the next stop in the playoffs. And nobody has moved on to the second round now. They whittled it down from 16 to 12 after the Bristol race, and so now they kind of wiped the slate clean. Denny Hamlin is your points leader heading into New Hampshire for the revised playoff standings, which again they'll do Sunday afternoon in New Hampshire. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are here live again. We're here on the road to Big John's Closeouts, where again those steel products you get a free battery for a limited time. It's a $172 battery to come with the one you already get. So you get 2 batteries for the price of one, basically, and the attachment or the tool itself, be it a chainsaw, a leaf blower, a weed eater, or a hedge trimmer. So those are the ones you can get, and they do that and do a very big job of that, and they sell a bunch of them. Here's the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. How about this for a verse? Jeremiah 31:25 says, I will refresh the weary and satisfy the faint. I will refresh the weary and satisfy the faint. How about that? Then we're going to say, thank you, Lord Jesus, for always loving us, and being there for us, and showing us we can always, always, always lean on you and trust in you. There you go. Jeremiah 31:25. I will refresh the weary and satisfy the faint. That's the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and that would be the Lord Jesus, and we do that every day. We do that unashamedly. Count your blessings. Everybody can be happy about something. Everybody can be thankful about something. He's got this sitting there on the table. I thought, wow, this is so cool. Count your blessings. Count your many blessings. Count them one by one. Count your many blessings for what the Lord has done. So here's things to ponder as we get ready to end the show, get ready to go do T. Duggar football. Do you have a husband? Is he alive? Erica Kirks is not. Other people I know have lost their loved ones recently. Is your parents alive? Is your sister alive? Your brother alive? You can write down the list. So do you have a job? Can you get up and walk out of the room? Some can't. Can some hear what I'm saying? No, some cannot. Some are deaf. Some can't see. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but everybody's got something we can be thankful for. Everything. And everybody. Let me get you a swig here. A lot of talking. Hello, sir. How you doing? There you go. That'll help me, I hope. Been a lot of talking this time of year. We basically talk night and day, so sometimes the voice says, I got to have a rest. So that's why I've cut back on some of the games I've been doing, because if I lose this, it's the old meal ticket, so you got to take care of it. So anyway, count your blessings, count them one by one. Count your many blessings, what the Lord has done. We all have something we can be thankful for. I don't care who you are, what you're going through. There's still something you can say, thank you, Lord, for what you're doing for us. That's a good way into the show. Thanks for watching. We'll be back at 5:15.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15. Audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
And a big thanks to Mike Barnett for allowing us to come be here on the show again today. Thanks to him. Also to Joe Diaz, athletic director from Elizabethton High School. Also Summer Johnson coming in to talk about the Book It to the Bridge. That's a cool thing coming up Tuesday morning. She'll be back with us on Monday to tell you all about it again. She works the Head Start program at Carter County Schools. So, Summer Johnson, thank you for stopping by. And Mike Barnett and Joe Diaz. I think I got them all, didn't I? The guests. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. And we sincerely say, hope you'll join us coming back at 5:15. Joseph Taylor, Weston Taylor, and yours truly going to bring it to you. The Taylor boys will bring you the T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones undefeated at 5-0, taking on Liberty Bell 3-1. Be a dandy. Be at Citizens Bank Stadium. It'll be warm. And so we'll be ready to go with that broadcast at 5:15. Audio and video today. Coming up here in about 4 hours. Go get something to eat and go set up. Tear this down, go get something to eat, and turn around and set it all back up and do it all over again. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll tear it down, and tomorrow morning we'll take it to Happy Valley Elementary. We'll tear it down and take it and put it back up at Food City. We'll take it back down to Food City, put it in the car, and drive to Rogersville to do the game tomorrow night. So that's our schedule for the next 24 hours. And we wonder why we got to rest our voice. Thanks again for watching. Can't thank you enough. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me to know you're out there wherever you may be, whether you're in West Virginia, Florida, Hampton, Elizabethton, Johnson City, wherever you are, Middle Tennessee, wherever you're watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Lord continues to bless the show. It ain't me, it's Him. It's His show, so thank you again, good Lord, for what you do for us. See you back here at 5:15 for T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football, which for those of you out of the state don't know, it's middle school football. We've got back-to-back shutouts. We had a 20-0 and 34-0, or 34-24. We've outscored the opponent 54-0 the last two games. So this football program at T.A. Duggar is it's on fire. It's a special, special thing, and we'll bring it back to you. We're 93-19 over the last 13 years for T.A. Duggar Middle School football. See you then. Thanks for watching the show, and again, be sure and be loyal, buy local, buy from Big John's Closeouts. It's a mom and pop business here, again in downtown Elizabethton. You know, the big boys, they don't support the Tom Taylor Sports Show. They don't sponsor Elizabethton Sports and Milligan Sports, but Big John's Closeouts does. And we appreciate Mike Barnett so much for doing that. Back at 5:15. See you then. So long from Big John's Closeouts on show number 2,363. As Mom always said, bloom where you're planted. Make a difference where you are. Bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching the show. See you back at 5:15 today for Tia Duggar Fighting Cycling.